Well, g'day guys, welcome back. So I just want to start this video off by saying I'm sorry, and I do apologise that I did not film a full step-by-step process of how to build this. I know there's a lot of people out there that are really keen and eager to know how to do this, so I do apologise. I have no woodworking experience at all. I've just been chipping away over the last 10 days. Before I show you exactly what I've been working on, I just want to take you back to 2018, 2019. Back then I envisioned a small camper on the back of a Japanese Kei truck. However, at that point, I didn't have the capacity to do so. However, fast forward to 2026, I now do. So in this video, we'll do a walkthrough of the camper, we'll talk about the materials that I used, the future plans, and more importantly, the dimensions. There's a lot of videos out there where they don't talk about what the dimensions are, but I will. Let me introduce you to my mini camper so far. So apologies for the noise in the background. The neighbour's over there making a trailer, so we're working with what we've got. So over in this corner here, with this piece of plank, I've got one on both sides, and it comes out 750, and that's going to be my bed. In the corner here, I've got my bed window, and then in this side, we've got the kitchen window, so 900 by 550, and then 550 by 350 for the bed window. Now, another thing I've also done is above the bed, I framed out a section to put a roof vent. So on them hot days and hot nights, I'll be able to flick a switch, it'll draw the hot air out, but also reverse that switch and bring cold air in above where I'm sleeping. So in this small unframed section here, what I'm thinking of doing is putting a small RV hatch. This will be the driver's side so that I can come in, open up the hatch, grab something out of the truck if I need, or put something in, rather than drop the tailgate, open the door, go in, find what I need, bring it back out, lock everything back up. This way, it'll be nice, quick, easy access. It's waterproof, it's small, and I think it'll do the job. So let's talk about the roof. So once the roof's all finished, I'm thinking a 170 to 200 watt solar panel that'll run along the width of the camper, and that'll come up to about this point here. Now, in this section here, that's where my roof vent will be, and that's directly above my head while I'm sleeping. And then along the passenger side here, I've reinforced the sides so that later down the track, I can put an awning on. Okay, so moving on to the hardest part of this build so far, and that's been the door. So the door itself is a simple wooden rectangle. It measures 735 this way, and then 1385 that way. Now, I've gone and used butt hinges, and I've recessed them into the frame of the camper and the door itself. And that allows me to open all the way up, nice and flat. And I've also put door stoppers top, side, and bottom, and that allows me to close the door nice and flush. Now, I haven't exactly decided how I'm going to use to lock it, but I'm thinking just your standard house wooden door lock will be perfectly fine. Okay, so now to the important part. What does it currently weigh? What are the materials I've used? And what are the overall dimensions going to be by the end? So right now, fully framed out, this camper weighs 75 kilograms. I've used 70 by 35 structural pine, and I will use 3 mil internal and 5 to 7 mil external plywood. As for the dimensions, it is going to be 2 meters long, 150 high, and 1445 wide. The bed itself is 750 wide, and it'll be 500 high, and this will allow for storage underneath. Well, alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. So like I said, I've got no woodwork experience. I'm just making this up as I go along. So if you've got any suggestions of what I should have done, or what I should still do, leave them down in the comments. I'll make sure that I continue to film the rest of this process, so make sure that you're following so that you don't miss a video. Alright guys, till next time, bye.